size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We after rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping, I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No staring, this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy. Just down in the new town, I already feel that it's size on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
I ain't regular. I ain't regular. I ain't regular.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Back to throw, Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And Howell will throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Him in stride. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they'd get a sweep of the season series. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another tote for ETN. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Second down, Howell now. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Howell down to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10.
Lightning 18.
Up the middle they go. Penn. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards the pickup there and also a 1st down.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Howell. That's taken in by Duvernay. 17-0 our score after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running right, ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and 8. Throwing here, Howell. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run with ETN, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. Second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Howell. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Powell. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Chicago! Travis Etienne. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 54 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Penn. And some room to run now. Now inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Standing alone with a new NFL record, 32nd touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
18,
Looking to throw. Powell. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings are able to add on to their 1st half lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Let's go now.
Faking the handoff. Howell. He'll get this off to ETN. And he is out of bounds downs, but not before he's inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Howell. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Here we go. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Dixie Maverick. Dixie Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, smash. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hurry, hurry.
They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's third down and 4.
Mustang 19. Go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll go play action. Howell. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Howell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Howell down to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Quickly completed to the right flat. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Penn stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9.
Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Vikings have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Well, the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Powell. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Powell out of the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Let's go now.
And they'll run with ETN. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And Howe will throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to
79 Broncos.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. A give to Etienne running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Draw play, Etienne to the 27-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Vikings, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.